So, hi guys. Okay, let's all go back to 1999, and we were all so excited for a new Star Wars film. Those of us that were around there for the originals, since Return of the Jedi, nothing, and we were excited. George couldn't get this wrong, could he? No. The trailers came out. They looked great. They had the John Williams music, the operatic one. Oh, it looked fantastic. I booked myself a day off work. Me and my mate, who wasn't a big Star Wars fan, but he wanted to come with us, went to see it, and we were so excited. It was kept in the dark. We were ready. I remember sitting there in the cinema, and the music started, and yeah. Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. And let me just check. 2 hours and 16 minutes later. Seemed longer. The film ended, the music started, the credits rolled. And I have never heard... I mean, everybody had cheered when the beginning, da, and the music started and everyone, yay, because it was Star Wars. And the end credits started and it was kind of silence. And everybody got up. And everybody sort of walked out of the cinema, shaking their heads and didn't know how to feel. And we got outside and my mate looking at me, and he actually said the phrase, "You alright?" And I was like, I don't know. I really don't know. And yeah, this was a film that we all built ourselves up for. George built us up for this great film. It's not like you'd ever do it again. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And we were ready and we were there, and it just no. It started off, and you've got those strange alien creatures that talk, and I'm sort of thinking that's so sort of racist and politically incorrect. I don't know how I feel about that. You'd got Ewan McGregor and Liam Neeson doing some of the worst acting I've ever seen. I sense something, Master. Oh yes. Uh-huh. And it was just, and it just got worse and worse. Jar Jar Binks turns up, Hotsta, Misa, and you just sit there going, oh no, now we're being racist and weird again, George, what are you doing? You've made the diplomatic people kind of politically incorrect. You've made Jar Jar Binks incorrect. You know, it's just just irritating. And it's just, you just look at the actors in it, and Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor, God bless their souls, I know why their acting is bad in this, and we'll come to that in a minute. But they just walk through it like they're in, I don't know, like some amateur dramatic production. They're in the ship going through Naboo, and there's monsters attacking them. And it's like two people sitting on a bus. Yeah. There's no emotion in it. They're just... It's got all this political stuff going on. I don't know. Is it aimed at kids? Because if it is aimed at kids, then the political stuff doesn't work. If it's aimed at adults, then the Jar Jar Binks and that Misa Yusa stuff doesn't work. Oh, so you think, no, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. You can think that. And so we meet Natalie Portman, and in big dresses and looking odd. Okay, it'll work. We'll keep going with that. And they go on this adventure, and everybody's just... Right, this is why the acting is so bad in it. Because George, in his wisdom, didn't want any scripts leaking. He didn't want anybody to hand out a script. So what he did was he didn't send... So he'd like send Ewan McGregor his script. And it was his script and just had his bits in it. And his lines in it. And the bare minimum that he needed to get by. George, you needed to rub some funk on it. You know what I mean? You need to get your actors to emote. That's the word I'm looking for. You need to get them to be thespians and emote the part. And they don't. They just walk around like they're in a... Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a rehearsal. It really, really does look like a rehearsal. Then, sorry about this, you get Jake Lloyd. Now... There was a lot of children around at this time. Don't tell me that was the best you could find. If you watch the making of, I think it's on the DVDs, the old DVDs, there is a bit in it where it shows you all the kids that George was considering for it. They have like a little group therapy session. And there are a couple of kids in it that you think, hey, they would have been better. And I remember watching it after the event, because remember, George didn't want to do DVDs. Remember that? Yeah? George was like, no, DVDs will never last. Let's not do a DVD. I don't want to do DVDs. No, I don't want to do DVDs. My big bushy beard doesn't want to do DVDs. No. You made a lot of money out of them, George. So yes, on the DVDs, on the making of, you have this section where they show the kid. And yeah, there are better kids than Jake Lloyd. Seriously better kids than Jake Lloyd. I cannot think of one bit of his performance. Are you an angel? Even to the point that why does he get... Right, he gets in the spaceship at the end in the Naboo fighter and he's got a child's helmet. Yeah? Did nobody else but me notice that? I am sat in this cinema and I just want to go, where did he get a helmet from? Because he didn't like go in there with one. Is it a special helmet that shrinks to his head? Maybe that's it. Maybe if I look in one of the wonderful books that they wrote about it, that you would find. Anyway, calm down. So yeah. So he's not great. You've got Jar Jar Binks just annoying in there. And this is my one thing, right? This is my main point with these films where they went wrong. We are not in it. Right? You watch the original Star Wars and you have Luke in there who's a fanboy. Some of us could see that in us. You got Han Solo who's the fly boy, how you doing, kind of cool dude. Some of us could see that. They were human-ish characters. They were people that you may know in your everyday life. The Jedi in this are a bunch of Muppets. Well, one of them is because he's Yoda. He's a Muppet. Whatever he is. He comes across as a real Muppet. Real, yeah? They bring this kid and they're just so arrogant. You really don't like the Jedis. You want to see them get their asses kicked. Yeah? They asked, there's the pod race in it. Now, I don't know whether George decided to do this because he was going to be clever. But it's filmed, I think, like a Grand Prix. Like a track race. Because everything drives one way. There's very few shots. It's either from there or from inside or maybe looking at it. And if you watch a Grand Prix or Formula One or whatever you watch that, you know, NASCAR, anything like that, you really only see it from one side because they can't put cameras everywhere. So it's that camera, that camera, that camera. But even that, that's it. I just should have... I know I'm ranting. Calm down. I don't want a pickled onion. I'm calm. They're just... Jake Lloyd's... I want to call him Obi-Wan. He's not, is he? Anakin should have been older. Yeah? They've got this thing about, oh, he's too old, he's too old. They should have made him just a little bit older or a little bit more street savvy. He should maybe have been our connection to it. He should have maybe have been the Han Solo of it. Yeah? A kid that's, yeah, you know, a little bit more fly. Because he's going to be Darth Vader, who's a mean person. So yeah, they should have put more in him. I mean, inundated with merchandise for this stuff, and I know that you cannot sell that stuff. Jeez. The fight at the end, the big fight at the end with the Gungans and the droids. You see, they use droids, right? People always think they use droids. They use droids because you can blow up droids, you can shoot droids, you can chop droids' heads off, you can chop droids in half. Droids in half. Is that my teeth? And nobody is going to go, oh, that was very violent. Yeah. Because they're droids. And you've got people with lightsabers. So there's going to be severed heads and severed arms. They're not going to go up to people and tickle them with them. They're not fighting them with feather dusters. And George is trying to make this a kids' film. But then, again, he's doing the political stuff. The two don't go together. The two don't fit. Like I say, the acting's bad. I just cannot find a single thing. Okay, maybe Jar Jar would work in a different film. But not in this, yeah? There's just some ropey acting. The special effects, the CGI tank battle at the end looks like something off the PlayStation. And I mean the PlayStation, not PlayStation 4, off the PlayStation. Maybe PlayStation 2. But it looks like something that was animated by a school class. It looks like fan film stuff. Yeah? Everybody just looks all the way through. There's no emotion in them. Yeah? It's as though somebody just sucked emotion out of the room, yeah? You don't feel anything for the characters. Natalie Portman's just, because she's playing two characters, ooh, that's clever. The only good thing in it, Darth Maul. Darth Maul is fantastic, but he's hardly in it. I think he has 4 lines, that's it. And they're not Ray Parks. They're Horace Fitz, the other guy that does the voice. I've met Ray Parks, fantastic guy, crazy as a box of soapy frogs. I was at a convention, he picked up a sword there, he did all his fancy stuff with it, put it down, that was a nice sword, that walked away, and the guy chased after him and got him to sign it, because you've touched my sword. Which he did, he was great. And he was brilliant. And what did they do? They killed him off because George thought, oh, he's going to be too popular. We don't need another popular character in this. No, you don't have any popular characters in it. Because you made a terrible film. I want you guys out there to watch Phantom Menace. No, don't watch Phantom Menace for me because I won't do that to you. I like you guys. I like my subscribers. I want to keep my subscribers, not lose them. But just consider it. Can you find one bright moment in the entire thing? For me, do it. Go on, just see if you can find a bright moment in it. Yeah? Because Phantom Menace is just... I put Phantom Menace and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull together as 2 of those films that I have to have them because they're in box sets. Yeah? I mean, don't get me wrong, the other 2 prequels are much better, but they are better than that one. So that's it. That's my therapy session. Yeah, cup of tea would be good. Yeah. Jaffa cake? Yes, I'll have a Jaffa cake. That'd be nice. Not a pickled onion. No. Sorry. So, if you'd enjoyed this little rant, and there's going to be ones about the next... I'm going to do all the Star Wars films. I'm going to vent my spleen about them. For the bad ones and the good ones. Don't get me wrong. We'll get to the good ones. We've got 2 to go until we get to the good ones. I was there for the originals. I got some great stories about those. I got some great stories about the other ones. So, if you enjoyed this, leave me some likes. Leave me some comments. Thank you for the likes and comments. It's brilliant. Thank you for watching. That means a lot to me. I check how many views I've had every day. And we're on... Well, when I looked this morning, we were on 2,990. So we're nearly on 3,000 views, which is brilliant. I'm so amazed that you people out there have watched my videos. So, thank you. Have a great day, a great night. I'm sure, like every one of these videos, once I've stopped doing this, I think, oh, I didn't mention that. So, I'm going to do all the films, and then at the end I'm just going to have a rant about them. Yeah? Because I love Star Wars.